Okay guys, good morning. Alright, so recently I came across these two Samsung Galaxy Watch 3. Now they're both demo watches, and been trying to do some research into getting them off the demo mode, which I didn't find any much of. So I'm just gonna walk you guys through the steps that I took in order to get these watches off demo. Now this one here is completely off demo. I've done it yesterday. This one is the one that I'm going to be doing now to show you guys what I've done. The process is step by step as I can explain it. Right, so first of all, the issue I had was locating the serial number for the watches. Not the serial, the model of the watches. The model is in the inner ring here. You can know what it is because you need your model number in order to get your firmware. Alright, so I have this watch currently on charge. So the steps is now this is the steps you're going to get in order to have the wireless Odin mode successful. So I'm going to go to settings, right down about store software, and I'm going to click on the software version to get the developer mode basically. So I'm going to go back out, and developer mode is here. Okay, it's already enabled. Then you want to make sure that the ADB is turned on. Since the ADB is on, right, so in order to prepare this watch, now we're going to put it to Odin mode, and I'm going to explain to you how it's done. You're going to hold these two buttons. It is going to switch off. When we boot in, I usually click two buttons a couple times. Then I'm going to go to the bottom button, which is going to take me down. I'm going to hold it, and this is going to reboot into Odin wireless mode. Understand, there's an Odin mode and there's a wireless mode for Odin. Alright, to access this mode, the battery must be above 15% charge. Okay, the more charge you have, the better it is. So I would guess if you're going to do this to your device, you are going to get the battery up to at least 50-60. Should be a safe number. Right, so after you get to Odin mode, it's going to say searching for AP1. I'm going to click the power button twice. It's going to change to connection mode, and then this is going to turn the device. It is going to turn the device into a wireless hotspot, which you can find on your PC in your Wi-Fi settings. So just want to make sure it's good. Right, so then I am going to go to my PC, and my watch is here. I'm going to connect to my watch. Okay, this is a demo watch. This is me connecting. Right now, here the watch is going to say it's connected. Sorry, the A51 camera's quality is shitty. The watch is going to say it's connected with an IP address. Now, this is the web page I found with the firmware for this particular watch. Okay, so this watch, this is the serial number SMR85. Now this watch here, the black one, the serial number is SMR840. Okay, right, and it has all the warnings and whatever. Alright, these are the tools you're going to need. It says on the web page I would have procured my Odin just from Google. Right, now on this page there's two versions of the firmware. This one is the original demo firmware for that watch. This one, however, is not, because I would have flashed this one in earlier this morning. I noticed that it came back to the demo, so this one is not. Right, so click download, and it's going to take you to Mega. Alright, and this is what the files that Mega has. I would have already downloaded the file a few minutes ago, and it came as a zip file. I would have already extracted the file. Okay, it came with 3 files. Alright, now this would have been the file from the black watch, or the one that I've completed yesterday. No longer need that. As I said, the serial number was R840. So this is the file for this, right? The Odin we are going to use is Odin net.3. You can find it in Google, or you can, as I say, you can take it from the page that hosts the firmware. You're going to load all the appropriate files into the folders, and once your PC is connected to the watch, this is the IP address for the watch. Okay, so the IP address here will be the same as the IP address on the watch. And what you're going to do now, you're going to hit start. It's going to start loading the recovery, the image, and all the files. Now on your watch, you should see the same corresponding, or the bars loading. I found that this flashing this watch, the time period is shorter than flashing the black one. The black one took a long time. This watch, the period was shorter. Okay, so you're going to leave everything as it is. The watch is connected to the PC, and you're going to let it go. So this is going to take a minute. I am going to, well, the other watch, the battery went to power saving mode, so let me just switch it off. Turn off power saving mode. And these were fairly new when I got them. The person had them as demos. They wasn't sure what they can do with them, so I would have procured 2 of them at a reasonable price. I would spent all day trying to get this going. Alright, so here it is. I think that the difference in these is this is the 45mm. As it says here, the camera quality is bad. This is the 41mm. Alright, so let's go check it out. Alright, so this is the watch itself. When you remove it from the demo mode, you'll know, because usually the retail application is gone, and these are all the apps here. I would have already paired it to the Samsung Note 10, so it should be fine. Go back home. Okay, settings. There's a watch faces. The interesting thing is when you pair this to your phone, it is going to, you can control the brightness of the watch and everything. Right, so there's a number, the model number came up as well after the firmware. After the firmware installation, and storage is 8 gig. I think this watch has less storage space than the other watch. But the thing was that there wasn't much support on YouTube to find a way to get this going, so I had to figure it out piece by piece, but it seems to be pretty straightforward for this. Okay, so here's what, guys, I'm gonna let this get going. I'm gonna pause this tutorial for a while, and I'll get back to it when it's completed or almost finished. Right, so you can see everything is going smoothly. The watch is still going. I estimate it'll take another 3 or 5 minutes before it's completed. Yeah, so I would assume this whole video should take about 10 minutes. I'm sorry for all the talking. But here, so we're just about the CSV file. It's flashing that file, and the watch is going the same, so hopefully it's successful and there's no fails. As I say, I'm not responsible if you guys try this and it fails. Alright, so it's done. It's passed. The watch is off. Now, to know if it's successful, Samsung Galaxy Watch 3, there's no demo attached to the bottom, so that is a successful process. The whole thing took around 11 minutes 1 second from start to finish. So the watch is going to be asking for startup. Now I had my watch on the charger. It is not necessary to have it on the charger. Okay, so once it says pass and it connects back and you see Samsung Galaxy Watch without the demo, you're successful. Okay, so I'm gonna upload this video and hope that you get it done a lot easier than I did, and that you're successful. Thanks for watching.